Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Atlanta Braves. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters' ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this. Pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strengths, and you'll come out of here with a good outing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll, and starting this one, Chris Sale. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Jarren Duran leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Acuna makes the catch, and there's one gone. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Rafael Devers.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Rafael Devers stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age. There's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
One out, bases empty. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Wilyer Abreu in the box now. No balls and a strike. Abreu getting the start in right. Hitting third in the lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. Late that time, and it's strike two.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All four pitches in play right here, partner.
Two outs, bases empty. Got it. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. And now the Braves, with their first chance to hit, were scoreless. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Atlanta, and today's starter, Brian Bayo. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. On the ground, and foul ball. And that one hammered. That's back. And gone. He sends it out of here. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves. And a ground ball to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
Ripped on a line. Rafaela calls it in, 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Here comes Austin Riley. He dives, but he can't make the catch. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, 2 outs. Ozzie Albies getting ready to hit. Up the middle. Throws to first. And Albies is retired. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer. Sale back to work. And that one is in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue. Popped up, Allen. Makes the catch, and there's one down.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
And next for the Red Sox, Nick Sogard, a switch hitter batting right.
Ball, low.
On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Here's Trevor Story. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Check swing, and it's popped up. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Bottom of the inning. Here's Alex Verdugo. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Ground ball right side, could be two. Acrobatic throw for one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Nick Allen will hit next. Runner on the move. Pitch misses in. He's in there. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Throw to first in time. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He's already homered in this game. On the ground, out to short. Story sends it over to first, and that's the inning. One left for Atlanta, but they still lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. So stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. And that's fouled off. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
That one at the knees for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
You know, varying speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Connor Wong, batting with one down,
strike.
takes a strike. The 0-2. On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Now batting Jarren Duran. Fought off foul. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Kicks and deals. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that just misses.
1 and 2.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one 95 to finish him off. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Braves 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Back at Truist Park, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now here is Drake Baldwin. And that one fouled off. And that is out of play. Boost their lead. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. No question about this one. It's out of here. A solo shot. Home run number 10 of the year. And they add to the lead. It's 3-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the last half of the 3rd. Ground ball right side. Sneaks through. Base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So a man at first. And next for Atlanta, Austin Riley. And he drops it down the 3rd baseline. Sends it across to first, and the bunt doesn't work out.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but as increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Grounded out his first time up.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Fly ball center field. Story on his way over, and it's caught for the out.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Line drive, and that's a base hit. Fires it to the plate, safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And it's 4-0. Runner at first with 2 away. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Verdugo off of first with 2 away. Back up the middle and a base hit. Throw into third. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Start of the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Rafael Devers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Devers measures 6 feet even, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Out towards right center field. Dives and it gets by. Around second is Devers.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
That misses, and it's 1-1. This one in the air. Baldwin settles underneath it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 away.
Now that's number 39.
Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 1 with a flyout. In there at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
Foul ball. In the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 4-1.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Nick Sogard up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. In there, and it's 0-1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
On the ground to the left. That's out number 3. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Braves 4. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the 4th, digging in, Nick Allen. To the right side. Tosses to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He's already homered here in this one.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now the catcher comes. Acuna runs. Strike in there. Safe at second with a stolen base. Acuna leads off second with one gone in the inning. Swung on, belted. Way back there. It has the distance, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-1. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Brian Bayo out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Garrett Crochet.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Base is empty, one away. Here's Marcell Ozuna. And first offering is fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Action in the pen down there. Liam Hendricks, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Whitlock also throwing. One down, base is empty. Line to the left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with two strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Man at first. And the batter now, Matt Olson. He's 2 for 2. Swings through that one out in front that time. Here's the pitch to Olson. And there's a hit. And now 2 aboard. The throw to second is offline. Here is Austin Riley. Squares and gets it down the left side. And a foul ball. Runners on the move. Bunt attempt misses. Out at the plate. He's out trying to steal home. Two outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 8-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
2 outs, nobody on. Now it's going to be Ozzie Albies. Up the middle, brings it in for the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 8-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Trevor Story. Sale back to work. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Red Sox need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Here's a speed threat. David Hamilton. That clips the corner.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Fastball for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Verdugo. And there are 2 outs. Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong. Right through there for a strike. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
He makes the grab, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Alex Verdugo. And that one wrapped foul.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Oh, 2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that's way high. Ball 1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Abreu puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. swing and a high fly ball left field. Duran. 2 down.
Now batting, the short.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Nick Allen. He's grounded out a couple of times. Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first, and that is that. Down in order go the Braves. And it remains an 8-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Ceddanne Rafaela. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Popped up right side, Albies. And there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Duran.
Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Sale ready to fire now. In the air to left down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. The Braves up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings and misses. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Sale ready. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
7 fouls in a row. Such an impressive at bat we're seeing right here.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Red Sox go down quietly. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back at Truist Park, bottom of the 6th inning. Now, Ronald Acuna Jr. Ground ball left side, and that's a foul ball.
Well, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there. Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
And next for Atlanta, Drake Baldwin. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw, safe. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Devers, the throw to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Designated hitter,
Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Hit on the ground to short. Oh, great stop. To first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Garrett Crochet departs. We'll be back. And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Liam Hendricks. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now Matt Olson up to hit. To second, there's one, and that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over. But they push across 1 run on 1 base hit, an error, and no one left. We're through 6 full. Braves 9, and the Red Sox 1. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
On to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Marcelo Meyer, the next to hit. There's the strike at the knees. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he
in the
lived
Hall
in your
of...
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them, and that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Riley pulls that one down, and there are 2 down.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Sogard in the box again, takes a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And Sale deals. Goes down looking. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Back here in Atlanta, here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. Hendricks, 36 years old, and he's a native of Australia. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Here comes the 0-1. Line to left. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. In the air, right side, Abreu. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away now. Alex Verdugo next up for the Braves. Tapped softly on the ground. Devers over to first, and Verdugo is set down. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. And we're back. Here's Story now.
Leading off for the Red Sox, shortstop,
Sale back to work.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
0-2.
The shortstop takes the ball. Sale still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
So digging in, David Hamilton. And it's fouled away. The Braves up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one catches the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Wong in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. This to third, Riley. In plenty of time to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone. And the 0-1 to the right side. He'll do it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, shortstop, Nick Allen.
Nick Allen digs in now. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Into center. And there's a hit. Here's Acuna now. Fastball for a strike. Next offering upstairs. That one lifted to left. Duran settles under this one. And he makes the catch. 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. In the air out towards right center. Abreu racing over to make the catch. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Through 8 full, Braves 9 and the Red Sox 1. Back at Truist Park, here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
So back to the top of the order, Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. He swings and fouls one off. No outs. Runner on second. Allen zips it across. Now one gone in the ninth.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the ninth inning.
Towards first, Olsen takes it to the bag. Only one out left for the Red Sox.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. And that's in there for strike one. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be.
That one the other way. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves take this one in a blowout.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.